king of the prairie, tallest of the tall, solar energy coursing through his chloroplasts, trillions of electrons, sextillions and trillions rolling across his green membrane, spinning like electrochemical turbines, cranking ATP, adenine triphosphate energy, wine from water photosynthesis. You try it. It ain't easy. Yeah. Big blue stem. Look at him. Just look at him, 10 feet tall and twice as proud. Andropogon Girardi. What you can't see, his taproot, a relentless pole, plunging down into the dirt, looking for nourishment in the great American underground. Dad plows the heartland, long straight rows, and who can blame him? We gotta eat, Dad plows the field, a quarter-acre left. Dad sows a season's promise in the soil. When along comes a girl biologist, she's got a little microscope. She sprinkles dirt from North 40 onto the slide. Says, "Look here, sir." Dad looks through the scope. Dad sees a mess of little critters. Dad says, "They looks like aliens from another planet. There's billions of them. Come over here, son. Look at this." The girl biologist says, "Sir, 1 tablespoon of prairie soil contains 100 million, bacteria 1,000, protozoans 500, nematodes 100, arthropods, all working hard in the dark. It's how nitrogen is fixed to the roots of your crops. Maybe you better ought to diversify, sir. Monoculture and cultivation kills this soil. Maybe you better use a little more organic fertilizer, less pesticides. Help out the little guys. The good bacteria. The good nematodes. Ooh. Yeah, Dad, I say. More manure, less bullshit." Well, that little girl puts her microscope back in her backpack. Ooh, she had on a little white t-shirt, tight blue jeans. She was cute and she was right. Goes to U of I. But you know, we gotta eat. Dad goes back to plowing the prairie. Long, straight rows. 60% of the grass biomass is underground. An unseen network of siblings and parents supports the blue stem in its race for the sky. Giant blue stem can live a century or more. Rhizomes spreading, a Jesus net seeking life. The roots of prairie plants penetrate the sod. 10 foot for a sunflower, 15 feet for a blue stem. A tangle of roots in a dense labyrinth, an impenetrable nexus of sex and life. A teeming honeycomb of worms, mites, voles, moles, beetles burrowing, a megatropolis. When the first settlers came in, they couldn't cut in, till John Deere steel plow busted the saw, beheaded the density and diversity of 8,000 years of ecology. Coon and prairie cock big blue stem and switchgrass, naked sunflower and Susan, blue butterfly and lupin, each with purpose and destiny interconnected. All gone. Make way for money. Stem is grass with a capital G. Blue stem telescopes hoist gold seeds toward noon, raising the season of pleasure with grace. Cerulean shoots, Krishna sky, as jumbo stems unfurl crisis ribbons to eternity. And though your heart is majestied with clouds all summer long, come November, the gregarious grass must fall, rumpled and forlorn. A woodcock is spending Christmas alone among dead husks, combed by winter's long fingers. A grasshopper turns his sleep, crying for the snow-white afternoon. Big blue stem sends out rhizomes in all directions. Thousands of tiny nerves radiate in the black sod. Insects hissing, chewing, singing, spinning the transcendental day alive. A cacophonous panoply of grass cleaners and sitters, ants and beetles and katydids, hoppers and shooters and darners and doers. A million species are tending the meadow. A grasshopper is digging holes with her two abdomen, laying 100 eggs, and when she's done, she will die poker-faced in the first frost. A spider flies down and spins a fierce conundrum round a frog. Predator, nature's never-ending feud. A tiger beetle is hiding in the tangle. Tiger beetles eat it. And ants. Oh, ants. Ants are all sisters. Ants are all female. The ant queen, kinda sexy. Ants take slaves. They stroke them. Slave aphids, straw-shaped mouths, sucking sweet juice of leaves. More on that later, honey. But how about caterpillars? Segmented luscious. They metamorphosize into moths. Fake eyeballs looming from big wingtips, and antlers for broadcasting and beaming. Silk moth, imperial moth, ruby spot, a love of flame and flowers. Angels erupting from the bodies of worms. Talk about a second act. Insects continue. It gets better. Darkers and damsels. Darkers and damsels and darning needles. Darkers and damsels and darning needles, being born and buzzing, flying hard, 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 working hard, dying, crying, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. And oh, exquisite dragonfly, flashing in the night, transparent miracle, dashing through stiff grass. Dragonflies symbolize our will to stay alive. Hey, baby, come reproduce with me. You and I and DNA makes 3. Come drink my nectar of eternity. Avian ecology. Critically endangered. This species once numbered 400 million. Now down to 80 individuals. Scientific name, Tympanicus cubito-pinnatus. That means the drummer of love. Critically endangered. Dance, boys, dance. Blow, cocks, blow. Stomp the terror. Prairie cocks, boom. Dance, cocks. Dance, prairie cocks, dance. Orange eyebrows, blaze. Yip, feathers. Erect. Stiff competition. Prairie cocks rule the booming ground. Prairie cocks march at sunrise. Prairie cocks, sun-crazed cries. Dominant cocks rule this booming ground. Dance, males, display, cocks, parade, together. Boom, boom, crescendo, crescendo, cock ardor. Cock ardor. And boy, crazy chickens go nuts. Their breast bob inflating up and down, female prairie chickens strut cool and coy, while the prairie cocks dance. Dance, cocks, dance. Blow, cocks, blow. Stop the terror. And boy, crazy chicks go nuts. Massasauga, prairie rattlesnakes, endangered. Sacred to the Chippewa. Massasauga. They also call them pictures of the sun, edged in silver. They look like the sun during an eclipse. Sacred Massasauga. In the haunting light, Mama sings to baby snakes. Remember, dearest sons and daughters, mind your manners and your slaughters. Eat your prey head first, unfold your fangs and do your worst. Don't wait for the second date. Bite, constrict, and suffocate. Her kids shake their little button rattles with a buzz outside a shady den in Skokie. And the students ask, why save rattlesnakes, Miss Legere? The answer is obvious, kids. Protect them because they have heat-sensitive pits on the sides of their heads. Because they have no hands. Because they undulate. Because their ancient eyes are beautiful. Protect them because they're wild and dangerous and they scare us to death. Kids, snakes have 2 penises, by the way. They use the second one if they're really excited. Somewhere the Massasauga rattlesnake is caressing her fangs with her forked tongue. I am looking for nature at twilight. Somewhere in this prairie, Pit Viper is hunting for rodents in a sunset shuffled off. Well, the ice was 300 feet thick over Chicago, and things were heating up. It was time to slide out of Dodge. At that time, woolly mammoths and mastodons roamed the grasslands. The brave and beautiful young men worked hard for a hot pocket in those days, waiting naked in the eddies and currents of the grassland, grass hissing like surf, playing on the legs of the beautiful young men waiting to ambush woolly mammoths, right about where Talbot's is now. Prairie fire. Indians called it the red bison, because it roared like a thundering herd. Fire! Fire! Burn off what's dead, dry, superficial, and fake. Burn off what's dead, dry, superficial, and fake. Burn off what's dead, dry, superficial, and fake. Keep only what's real, deep. Deep, real, clean, and sweet. The roots, underground. It's hot. Get out of the way. It's moving. Majestic. It'll burn your suburban ass, baby. Fire. Rejuvenate, repair, restore with fire. Passion and creativity, and I want to belong. I want something I hadn't had in so long. You put tears in my eyes. You put your tongue in my heart. Spring broke out inside my soul in white blossoms and mild days. I slapped my forehead and I said, hot damn! I smell fire. I must have met my match. Intense, exquisite, lapidary virgin prairie, lovely, flowing, endless, golden-haired, the blonde biome of our home state, La Prairie, the heritage ecosystem of Illinois, a living organism, play and interplay, ecology and conservation, artists and writers, poets and singers. How about less lawn, more prairie? How about less noise, more fire? How about more manure and less bullshit? I am dream walking in a virgin prairie remnant in Illinois. Oh, a golden summer afternoon. There is nothing to gain or lose. There is only this majestic afternoon. Abundance and freedom of being. I multiply this fragment times 21 million in my mind. I imagine what the settlers saw when they first came to Illinois. A golden sea stretching from Saskatchewan to Texas. 142 million miles. Buzzing, crying, singing, whirling, flying, pollinating, being, creating and living 21 million miles of meadow unbroken. La Grande Prairie, the big meadow. The name so bright and beautiful, it's dark. Now I walk, and I'm feeling very small. My grief and disappointment shrink to nothing. The blue and silver sky opens my soul, and the rain anoints me. I stand with tears shining in my eyes, because this is religion. This vast, living, fair-haired purple organism is living history. Waves of grass, anthems of grass, undulating in the American wind, freaked with Native American flowers, and I'm alone. I'm wondering, I'm silently wondering. In the golden silence, I'm wondering about the big problem of American monoculture. Corn and soy in Illinois. Corn and soy and corn and wall-to-wall corn and soy and corn and soy. Oh, Illinois, corn and soy, corn and soy, corn and soy. And Clear Channel. And I sing of the great nexus and chain of interdependency in this beautiful natural world. Because if you take one thing out of the prairie, it changes everything. If even one thing goes extinct, it starts a chain reaction. One false note and the whole show will close. A deep and drunken gaze of pleasure. I see the last lavender sky of July and a slender-legged doe and her clan appear. As a metaphor, moon rises incandescent and blue stem trembles at the edge of the diamond. A barn howl hisses the twilight ode. Ooh, 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 ooh. Death, 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 death. Ooh, 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 ooh. An eastern flycatcher calls my name from the shadows. I undress the prairie, probing her moist topsoil with a sharpened pencil. I prod the fertile humus, and I'm greeted by a worm, a voluptuous wiggler. Ooh, 'tis her back. Gently I return the worm to her sweaty home. The worms are in charge of funeral services in this existential gnawing ground. Brahmins of the soil, they recite without haste. Nematodes decompose, work each day without pay. No time off for holiday. Their duties, their worship, their caste, their métier. It's your funeral. Meet the undertaker. And worm turns in her tunnel with the satisfaction of a stoned gourmand. Graveyard soil, temple and triumph. For the nematode worm, the superstar of soil ecology. C. elegans steals the show. Yeah! Oh, black soil, black fundament, black heart, black mother. Web of living and non-living filled with American composers and decomposers. American predator and prey, the great American dead. Transformed by God's hand into living majesty. Symphony, man. La Prairie, French for meadow. And into the meadow I went depressed. I was disappointed. I was blue and disjointed. And the prairie comforted me with her million waving wands. And there, like stars, clean and sweet, I saw daisies. An American paradise. Big blue stem, left and right responding in the clean, fresh air. And this is the kind of flag waving I'm talking about. Big blue stem, left to right responding. Yeah! I walk down to the prairie. In the golden afternoon, it is July. July 4th, my birthday. I dreamwalk, listening to the marvelous whisper of plants, grasses, and forbs, gently caressing each other in a tender friction of flame and blade and flame and blade and stem and forb and leaf touching each other tenderly in the shining summer light. Andropogon Girardi, a 10-foot blue stem. Andy Girardi reaches out with a crazy wave. What's he saying? He's saying, "Hi! Hi! How you doing? Hi! Hi! Ooh, the ocean of grass is murmuring alive. My heart soul opens and a fresh breeze is streaming with pollen, with signals, plants and animals speaking unknowable, tongueless languages. Dad vibrates. Dad vibrates on the plow. It's July. He wipes sweat from his brow. Dad goes back to his plow. Another quarter acre left to go. Stash Rakowski down the road took a heart attack and died last week at 52. He worked as hard as you, Dad. Dad said, "I know, son, but this is what I do. I plow long, straight rows. I grow long, strong rows. I plow long, tone rows. I plow long, straight rows. I raise long, strong rows. I raise long, light rays. I grow long, sweet rows, long, strong songs. I grow long, tone rows. I plow long, straight rows. I grow food for America."